Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Morn. This message is basically needed to be relayed to Mr. Donald Trump. Sorry about my shirt, which has you, but that's how you know I am comfortable. Back to the topic of hand. Mr. Trump. I am merely a member, a citizen, a civilized citizen, a civilized civilian of these great here United States of America. This morning I make this message out to you, sir, not in any form of disrespect, but just in the form of you need Trump whispers in your ear sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? The people that you have around you, they're so bestowed in their pedigree and pedestal of life that they really can't fathom to think. They don't know what the average American is talking about. They don't care about what the average American, not even the average, the below average, or the normal, or the middle class, or right under the middle class, but you're not poor, but you're not middle class. You're definitely far away from the rich class. Anyway, you need somebody like me to whisper in your ear. Now, just think about this, Mr. Trump. You made history with the whole reorganizing and reorderizing the I'm sorry for saying so much. That's horrible grammar. But with the job field, you got the nation's a capital to kind of rise, meaning you in every state it was amongst jobs. You created more jobs, more different entities, which allowed people to go in and have a 9 to 5, which produced paychecks and taxes and a whole new revenue, a whole new stream of revenue, and a whole change, meaning that. Now, just hear me out. I'm gonna make this long story into a short story. Mr. Trump, you're trying to break history. You're trying to make history. Now, listen. You might not be trying to hear this, but this is what the people in the lower scales that are way like beneath you are talking about. Trump, if you provide us Americans the same way you did the little 1200 scheme, if you can do 2,000 of that a month, $2,000 twice a month or once a month, but for the next 5 to 6, 7 months, you would have America. Not America meaning, the sense of the United States is America. I'm talking about you would have America, meaning every last one of these votes would be for you, Mr. President Trump. Think about it. Hear me rap. Let me talk to you right quick. If you help pay us, the people of America, you know what I'm talking about? If you get us through this, epidemic, this pandemic, if you single-handedly do that, hey Trump, your father helped you. Your father gave you $1 million. You know what I'm talking about? Or however the story goes. Think of us as your children. Think of you as, in a sense, and this might stroke your ego, and I'm glad. Somebody get this video out to Mr. Trump for me, please. Don't get lost records, man. This is all prohibited by don't get lost records. You hear me? Anyway, back to Trump. Don't get lost records. Once again, back to Trump. Mr. Donald J. Trump. Think about it. That $1,200 stimulus package, you were on to something. I'll give you that much, boy. You were on to something. You turned some non-voters into voters with that one. Sincerely, from me to you. I am not just talking shit. I am talking shit, but I was damn near proud of my president for doing that. And look at my shade. You know what? It's no bias amongst pixelation of skin tone. It's no bias amongst toupees and not. It's no bias amongst I can't buy a $13 a tuxedo. It's nobody. It's about the only judgment I would say from the lower, the regular American people is damn, that boy got more money and he can do it with whatever he wants to do. We were out here working, Mr. Trump. Me, I was out here working 2 jobs. You know, for one case, now I can't go back to the other job because I'm trying to get unemployment that I haven't gotten for that one job yet. You know what? I didn't get fired. I was told about the corona, and I work at a casino where 2 people went in there kind of way before this shit even happened, this hotness thing, and they went home and they passed. So yeah, they had to shut down where I was working at quick fast. Listen to me, Mr. Trump. I don't know how fast you're going to do this, and I don't know how fast this will get to you, and by the time it gets to you, if this pandemic of corona isn't already out. But hear me, sir. From I to you, if you want to be considered the best president in United States history, and the United States of America's whole outline, which Abraham Lincoln was part of, which George Washington was part of, which even Obama was part of, which Jefferson, you know, if you want to be considered like holy grail of these presidents and not just the average byproduct of some guy who's sitting in the White House making decisions for us, make that $2,000 a month for the next 6 months, even if it's one time, Donald. Make it, even if it's 1 week. Well, yeah, that's one time, but you know what I'm talking about. And if you could do it twice a month for like 3 months, 4 months, if you could do it, shit, fuck it. Say you're gonna take care of your American people and make it 4 times a month. Oh man, you don't think the votes would be streaming your way, Mr. Donald Trump? That's what I want you to see. Open your eyes, man. You have such a not even responsibility and not even something that is mandatory for you to do because you are the president. But I'm saying you have such, like when you're playing a video game and like you go off to the side because you know like it's a little health or an extra health here, you know what I'm talking about? Or like you get like, say you're playing a zombie shooting game and you go off to the left and you get the machine gun that can spit, 52, whatever. That's a bad, comparison. You know what I'm talking about? Say you're Hansel and Gretel like going through the jungle right now. You know what I'm talking about? If those cookie crumbs that they left, if the bird hadn't ate them, they'd have been able to go home. This is the same thing. You've already got the blueprint, so to speak. But now you got these cookie crumbs that all you got to do is follow them, Donald. You know how to follow them. You're not a what I meant to say was like a objectory type of person. You're willing to think outside the box. Now, don't just go in this next November, 13th, I think, strolling along thinking, okay, what I've done, add more gas to that. You're on to something, Donald J. Trump. I love seeing your name on that check. You hear me? I love that. That gave me a sense of connection to you that I've never felt like. I got this from Donald. You hear me? I went into that cash checking place and the dude was so happy for me. He was like, oh, you got yours? I said, man, hell yeah, you should be getting yours at like 12 o'clock. The mailman had just delivered mine. When I seen that Donald J. Trump on the bottom left of my check, that gave me such a historical and like serotonin released, and like you're euphoric. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh, like damn, this is from Donald, and this is because of Corona, and it's been, it's thousands of people. All that shit connected. Man, hey, if anything, if you don't got a new voter out there, know that you got my vote. Just off of that. I'm just trying to, spit a little wet, I'm just trying to give you a little wet willy in the sense of moisten your ears to the sounds of the spit that us regular people and the people of America, of what we're talking about and what we're thinking. You hear me? And with that message being said, I hope you give this a real hear, and I hope it gets to you. Thank you. Don't Get Lost Records. Once again, I gotta represent for Don't Get Lost Records. Rest in peace to my Auntie T, baby. Rest in peace to my Auntie T, Yanya. Rest in peace to my Warren. Rest in peace to Miss Dora. Rest in peace to Miss Dora. Once again, rest in peace to Miss Edna. Free Edna, free T, baby. Rest in peace to my Auntie T, baby. Man, Don't Get Lost Records, man. Y'all get this message out there for me. Please. Don't Get Lost Records. This for y'all too. Don't stop capping. Don't Get Lost Records.